All right. Thanks for stopping by. Let me show you some of the fun times we're having around the campsite. Why didn't I do this sooner? I'm talking about the tarp awning. I've always had it over on the passenger side, but today I needed it over here on the driver's side because I didn't want to take the time to move my van around to get some shade pattern going. So I just hooked it up over on this side. I think this is the first time I've ever done this. I don't know why I didn't do it before. I guess it's because everybody always puts their awning over their side doors, where you walk out of the van. And this time I've done it almost identical to the other side, except I've moved it further back on this side. Because around here where I usually put it, it's right over the cargo doors. So it's hooked to the front point of the solar panels up there. And on the other side, it's hooked to the back point near the back door. But I like options, so this will work out really well. I'll just start doing this now instead of turning my van around. When you're all set up, you really don't want to turn your van around just to get some shade. So going forward, this is the way we'll start doing it. Should have done this a long time ago. It's always good to tinker. So check out Rye's box van up here. That's a Isuzu box van. Like industrial companies use and landscapers and all. There's Rye sitting here. He came out to camp with us one night. And there's Amanda's van. They're sitting there chatting. And there's Hobo Joe right in the back there. See, her van's just like mine, except she has a high top on it. Right there. Here, let me cut through my little porch here. And we'll walk up on this hill behind the campsite. And I'll give you an elevated view of the campsite. So back to Rye's box van. He's got 800 watts of solar on top of that thing. And that would be a good alternative to a van or a truck camper or whatever. It's got the cab on it that flips over like a tractor trailer. So as soon as you flip the cab over, that's the whole hood, So it flips up so you can access the engine and the transmission so easy. So here's the pan around of the campsite. I think I'll be here about another 4 days. So Rye is leaving this evening, and Amanda has got to go back to her house tomorrow. She's got some appointments there, but her house is only 20 minutes from here. So we'll reconvene in a couple of days. So Hobo Joe and I are going to hold down the fort for the next few days. Now I got to show you a makeshift cornhole game. So we put these little mats down. That's going to be our targets. One is just a floor mat that I had, and the other is my solar water bag. Put some rocks around the edges of it. And here's the funniest thing you might ever see in your life. I took a sock, and I put a couple of handfuls of sand in it to make it like a hacky sack, tied a knot in it, and that's what we're going to be tossing. Amanda got one of her socks out and did the same thing. So you can see some of the footage on her channel of my great form and grace in throwing a hacky sack. So we called this game Corn Sock, and I'll just go ahead and tell you, I kicked everybody's butt in Corn Sock. You do not mess with me in a game of Corn Sock. I have amazing ability to judge distance. And my release was perfect. The trick is you got to aim right at the front of the mat so it hits the ground and then it rolls up on the mat. Because if it rolls off the mat, it doesn't count as a point. It's got to land on the mat. So that's how we passed the day. It was a beautiful day. Weather was wonderful. But we do have some rain and cold weather coming. Not looking forward to it. So tomorrow, since it's going to be cloudy and rainy, I've got to make sure everything's charged up today. And I'll have a whole day just to tinker in the van tomorrow. And I've got a cabinet that needs to be reinforced, so I'll be doing that tomorrow. I've still got some of that flexible metal strapping that's got the holes already pre-drilled down the center. They call it plumber strapping. And I'm going to reinforce the cabinet against the wall tomorrow. It's the one over by my sink. It's a little bit wonky, so I'm going to fix that tomorrow. I'm also going to set up my new guitar. Yes, I do have it. I made a little short YouTube clip the other day and put that up. The guitar plays great. I'm really excited about doing the review on it. It's so cheap. I cannot believe you can get a guitar this good that cheap. So that video will be coming out probably about 4 days. So I'll be doing inside of the van tinkering tomorrow since it'll be raining. Update on my refrigerator. It seems to be kind of working itself out. I haven't really had to adjust the temperature on it lately. So I don't know if it had a issue or not, but right now it seems to be okay, and I'm glad about that. So in the coming weeks, we're going to venture up to Havasu. That'll probably be about 2 weeks from now. And I think in the meantime, before I leave the metro of Phoenix, I'm going to go ahead and get a alignment, rotate and balance that I've been meaning to get done since October, but I haven't been driving much, so I've been putting it off. I think I'll go ahead and get that done because there's a lot of options of places to do that around here. Yesterday, I rode the e-bike way back there behind Hobo Joe's van, and that direction and also to the right, there are tons of amazing campsites out here. So this is going to be a good go-to place for camping in the winter because it's 20 minutes from Buckeye, and you got all the shopping options you could imagine there. They've got hardware stores like Home Depot and big stores like Fry's and Walmart. So this would be a good winter alternative to places like Quartzsite where the groceries are so expensive. And I just spent too much time in Quartzsite this winter. I mean, I enjoyed my time there, but the crowds were insane, especially after Christmas all the way through the month of January was a madhouse there. So this is a great find. I'm really glad I scoped this place out. Well, we'll wrap it up for now. Take care, be well, and smash the bell.